My top 3 underrated singers, I'll have to start with Tina Turner. Because I think Tina doesn't get as much credit for her knowledge of soul music, when it's very evident in the tone of her voice how much soul music she knows. Was an effective writer, somebody who knows how to write things she cares about. Tina Turner is a very much so underrated singer for me. I'll go out on a limb and say Prince is an underrated singer. This is why. That's because he doesn't think he's a good singer. But proof that he's a good singer is on the end of Pink Cashmere, the extended version. You want to hear proof if whether or not Prince can sing? Check that record out, the extended version, when he's ad-libbing and riffing at the end. Went straight to church, to jazz, to and back. Like that. The Bard style. But on another level of, he was clean too. You know what I mean? So I'll say that about Prince. I got an artist that I would say is fairly underrated, has been traveling with me, named Billy Joel. And she, you'll see. You'll see why I feel that way. Is I feel that a singer is somebody who can sing anything, not just one particular genre of music. And that's really important. So the greats like Stevie, Ray Charles, Aretha Franklin, they go across all genres. It's a real important aspect as to why a person becomes something that you can depend you can bet on. Your label wise, as an investment, it's really important to be able to have an artist that you've chosen that you can invest in long term, not short term, right? So those are my 3. Well, musically speaking, I've gone through quite a bit, I should say, of experiences. From the B-boy experience, hanging out with that crew, to hanging out with the Thespians, to hanging out with the Yo-Yo Ma level folks, the Bobby McFerrins, Ed Bradley. I had gumbo with Ed Bradley. The levels of the things I've been through, I could say that I have a good barometer of the human condition because of that. And I feel that a great deal of my experience has been based on whether or not I am present for those experiences. And I can carry them over into my art in a way that can be, felt and experienced, by my fans and the people who really, really are into music and art. I've had all kinds of influences, musically speaking, from jazz to classical to hip-hop. I'm working now with somebody, I can't tell you who, but I'm so glad I am. And that was a hip-hop, hero of my own, And I'm on the road now with De La Soul. I watched them in high school. They were a huge part of the backdrop of my experience coming into my adulthood as well. So, getting a chance to be with these cats and to know that they're every bit as personable and intelligent as I thought they were from the records, that's a big deal. That's a full circle deal for me, And it says a lot about your instincts as you're growing up. Yeah, you're young, but sometimes you're right also. You're absolutely right about the things you feel from people, So that's something that I'll always cherish is not taking for granted the people you come in contact with. Having that appreciation and studying, listening while you're experiencing these things, because They don't have to tell you anything. They could just let you be and, go on about your devices with no information. But I've had some very giving people in my life as well, Wynton Marsalis, Branford Marsalis, Betty Carter, Roy Hargrove. There have been blessings for me that I appreciate, and the music's been good to me. And as of now, I think my favorite way of paying homage to such a vast history is to always count it. So I'm never really listening to one particular person when I'm experiencing music, They're just somebody I heard that day rather than anything else, Because then I'll start to not have a true appreciation for the experience itself. And I'll start to, dilute it, and it'll become less important. I want to be able to remember these things and really be able to feel them when I recall them, so I try to be there and be present. What makes De La Soul so special to me is, I would say it's their cohesiveness, their ability to, be very different human beings, very different, vastly different, each person, personality-wise. But they come together with the agreement to come together. That simple. And they've kept their words with respect to that. And it, after time now, has gone on, and I've gotten to know them a bit more, That's a good group of men. And I'm proud to say that I know them. Mace, Paz, Dave. Any day. That's my fam, for sure. And whatever they need, I'm there for them.